Good afternoon, Ladybugs and Yellow Jackets. Welcome to Sunday's episode of Handmade Home Shopping here at Oddmall OP out on the Kitsap Peninsula. We are at the Kitsap County Fairgrounds in the President's Hall for the Sunday Strange Love edition of Oddmall, and we're going to be going around taking a look at a few handmade vendors today. Before I get into that, though, I want to first say, hey, everybody, like, subscribe, and touch down the bell, because I guess it's also Super Bowl Sunday, Sports Ball Sunday. I'm getting angry looks for calling it sports ball. Also, I want to give a shout out though to our show sponsor, which is Handmade Home Shopping. Sorry, that's the name of our show. Heartsong Pottery. They all start with H's. I have many H's today. Heartsong Arts Pottery. Thank you so much for being one of our Patreon patrons and sponsor of the show today. They do garden pottery. They have mugs and tea set supplies, everything that you would be looking for some cool decorative flatware to go in your home or your garden. And all orders that are $35 or more get free shipping. And if you mention Fae Productions or Fairy Blossom Festival when ordering from them, you will also get a small bonus. So thank you again, Heartsong Arts Pottery. Also, for all the vendors that you guys are about to see today, if you look in your low bar description and in the tickers, you will find the information for those vendors so that you can click on it, go to their stores, shop their stuffs and wares, or even better, you can come down here and join us if you happen to be relatively close or local. We will be open until 5 p.m. this evening, and it is free entry. So come on down and join us. And with that said, please let's go ahead and meet our first vendor today. We had a really weird sound hurdle yesterday, so we're going to actually hop on in, and we're going to start with Kathy Kemp at Horse and Round Studios, you guys. And so you may remember from yesterday, because this is where we started, and then suddenly we had a sound technical difficulty, for which I apologize. Things happen. Yes. Good afternoon, Kathy.
Good afternoon. Is it afternoon? It is.
It is afternoon, yes. Yes, it is.
Time flies.
Please, if you will, introduce yourself to everybody watching at home and tell us about your store and what you do.
All right. Well, I'm Kathy Kemp. I own and run Horse and Round Studio. I'm a fiber artist for the most part. I knit, weave, crochet, spin, whatnot. So I have everything from the wool that's not dyed yet, that's fresh off the sheep. There we go.
I weaned him.
So everything from undyed to dyed wool. This is all merino, to spun yarn to finished objects.
What does merino mean?
So merino is a breed of sheep.
Breed of sheep.
Yep. So it's very popular for sportswear and all sorts of things. It's very smooth. It's a very long drapey type of fiber. So it's not as stretchy as some of the other types of wool. Different types of sheep produce different types of wool with different qualities. So.
And then what are these little things that are hanging on this?
Those are stitch markers.
What is a stitch marker?
So stitch markers are a little loop that go on a knitting needle. And I can grab my knitting if you want me to show you. But these actually, you can use these to, like if you have a pattern repeat as you're knitting, or crocheting if you're counting rows, all kinds of different options. Anytime you want to mark stitches or mark where you are on the needles or anything like that.
So that you can not lose your place.
Exactly. Yep. Or indicate that, okay, I changed stitches here.
I actually
or something
didn't
like
even
that.
know that was a thing. I'm learning so many things. I learn something new from you every time we speak. So, well, I know that yesterday I sort of put you on the spot with the drop spindle.
Uh-huh.
And so I kind of want to see that happen again.
Absolutely.
Because we lost our sound right around that point. And I wanted you to just maybe show us again a little bit.
Absolutely.
You do this, you say sheep to shawl.
Uh-huh.
So you grow all of the sheep, you shear them, you clean all their wool, then you dye their wool.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Yep.
You do all of the things. And
I
then
do.
all the way to, final product, right?
Yep.
So.
Yep.
Hey, you're so talented. It's amazing. And so
we're a bit crazy.
Fine line. Fine line.
It's not both.
Yes. And this is a drop spindle, and
it is.
This was a very old way of...
It is, yes. There are different forms of drop spindles, depending on where you are in the world. They all have different histories, different purposes, different abilities and drawbacks, things like that. I like using the top. This is called a top whorl spindle. So this here is called a whorl.
Okay.
So this provides weight and stability for the spindle.
Okay.
Sometimes you will also see bottom whorl spindles, and that means, and then you spin off the top.
And this is where it collects as it...
Yeah, as you basically spin it onto there as you develop it. So, which we'll see shortly.
And this is the yarn making process before spinning wheels.
Correct.
And I don't even know how yarn is made in the very modern realm.
Machinery and extrusion and stuff like that.
I don't know what that even looks like. So.
Yeah.
in the land of fairy, we just have rows of little spiders spinning their hearts out to give us silk.
Absolutely. And you can do this with wool, with cotton, with alpaca, llama,
Watch out,
silk.
they spit.
Only when not properly socialized.
Really?
Or when they're,
I thought they were...
Alpacas and llamas can be very sweet.
Oh,
yeah.
They're cute.
They are. And they'll make wonderful noises. I love the noises they make.
I've never heard a llama noise.
They hum.
They hum?
Yeah, especially alpacas. Alpacas hum.
Oh, wow.
I don't know if that comes across on the microphone, but it's just so cute.
I've never heard a llama. I didn't know they did that. Yeah. That's amazing. And now I'm gonna have to go find that. Uncle Google will show me.
There we go.
Llamas.
Llama noises.
All right, let's see how this works.
Alrighty. So what we've got, this is called roving. It has been carded so that the fibers are all sort of somewhat aligned. So what I'm doing here is I'm going to hook a bit of this on the hook at the top of the spindle and pull a little bit and get that out of the way. And then I'm going to twist it like that to build up some twist. So then I'm holding that so the twist doesn't go up in here. And I'm pulling it out like there. And then you can see the twist going in. And then before that does too much, I can basically just continue like that. Now the thing here is my hands are far enough apart from each other that I'm not fighting against the length of the wool. That's important.
I want you all to take note of how easy she's making this look because I'm about to try this and I promise you I have not improved since I tried it yesterday.
There's a bit of practice. And so what I usually do is I wrap it on my finger like that and then I'm just wrapping it onto the spindle.
I'm over here thinking you have many things that are going on right now.
Yeah,
with all of your...
There we go. And then you just keep going. And it doesn't matter which direction you go as long as you're consistent. It's just clockwise happens to be the most common direction to spin.
I wonder who invented a drop spindle.
Well, the Egyptians used them.
Oh, that makes them, what, 4,000 years old?
Something like that. And just keep going, and you can walk around doing this.
You are so fast and so good.
And then you just keep going.
Do you think you could do that with cotton candy?
Potentially, because I don't know, because the chemical structure is a little different.
It is, but if you squeeze cotton candy, it sticks together.
It does.
So maybe
if you did it really carefully, you might be able to. It'd be interesting to try.
I want some cotton candy. I want something knitted out of cotton candy. That would be amazing.
It would be really interesting to try. So,
all right, I'm gonna try this.
Ready to try it?
I am. I have to clip this to myself here.
Ready?
Hi, everybody.
All right.
Okay, hold here over my arm.
There we go.
Okay, and so get some space here like this.
Yep, something like that. And then give it a twist clockwise.
Wait, okay, give it clockwise.
Yep,
clockwise.
You got it.
Okay, and then.
Yeah.
I'm not doing it right. I'm holding it in the wrong place. Okay. Whoops.
Yep. I know you've got a little twist in here, so it's going to make it a little harder. That's okay. I'll hold this, and then you can actually go ahead and pinch there and then pull some more.
And pull some more. Okay.
Yeah. There you go.
It doesn't like to pull from...
There you go.
No,
Go ahead. There we go. And then we'll go with that. Yep. See, the twist is going in.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So now I have to spin it and, oh boy. Okay. How do you know when to pull?
There we go. That's okay. I'll hold it. So for beginners, we also teach park and draft.
What's park and draft?
So that's basically you can hold it between your knees while you fuss with your hands. You don't have to worry about this untwisting.
I'm trying to twist it fast like you did. Like, there we go.
There we go.
Ah.
That's okay.
Okay.
I'll hold it. See, there's some twist up in there, so it's going to make it harder to pull that. There you go. Untwisting works perfectly. There you go. There you go. Yep. And hang on to that.
Oh, okay.
Up there, and then let go down there. See? You're making yarn.
Well,
it's novelty yarn.
However poorly, novelty yarn.
Yeah. Well, you know what? I kept my first novelty yarn and I wove with it, and it produced the coolest fabric.
What is novelty yarn?
Anything unusual and not particularly smooth.
Gotcha.
So yeah, that's pretty much it.
Oh, okay.
There we go.
Did I make it? Okay, so you hold it here so it won't twist too far up, and you then it makes it hard to pull. Okay, I'm trying.
Yeah.
There we go. Okay.
There's no twist.
No twist.
So you can basically, spread your hands further apart, and then you can pull more. There you go.
Okay. Yep. There we go.
Yep,
Spin.
there we go. Okay. There we go. Okay, you gotta let go down here so the twist can actually go up in.
Okay. Okay, go.
You got caught up in your.
Thank you so much for letting me try. Okay. Well, that was.
You know what? With more practice, because you're already better than you were yesterday.
You're so nice. I'm not sure I believe you, but you're very nice.
You got more done than yesterday.
That's true.
So yeah.
Well, with that said, we're going to move you on to our next vendor. And would you like to say anything to everybody at home before we let you go?
Support your local artisans, support small business, and support farmers.
All right. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Yes. Enjoy, and many happy sales to you for the rest of the day. Horse and Row Studio, ladies and gentlemen. All right, we are going to now head towards Touch of the Fae, and this was where we ended yesterday, but I don't know if there was any sound at all because it was just awkward. So we're going to hope that it's not a weird Faraday cage down here. Look at me sciencing for you guys. All right, look at all this beautiful stuff in this booth. I'm really excited. Hello, we are here to talk to you. Yes, I know that many Fae have acquired new ears with you this weekend. So please, if you will, say hello to our viewers at home.
Hello. My name is Ember, and I own Touch of the Fae. We have all sorts of Fae and fantasy-themed jewelry, accessories, art, costume pieces, all kinds of stuff.
All right, well, let's take a walk through some of the stuff you have here, and we'll let Gunther get in close there. Come with me.
Awesome.
Yes. And you can describe what we're looking at here to our audience as he views the things.
So these are all of my custom-made elf ears. I purchased the elf ears in bulk. There we go. That's what I was trying to say. And then I add all sorts of piercings to them. I have tunnels, industrials, plugs, barbells, chains, all sorts of stuff. And they can be found on my website, on my Etsy, at Touch of the Fae. And you can pick what color ears and how long you want them, what kind of piercings, which colors you want for the piercings. If you have some wild, wacky ideas of exactly what you want, you can shoot me a message and I do custom, all sorts of stuff.
Goblin ears.
Goblin, oh yeah, definitely. Goblin, orc. They work for pretty much anything.
Yes, we have like the little demony devil ears too with the red, right?
Yes.
And then I know also those white ones.
They do. Oh no, my light went out. Oh dear. Okay, well that means my battery died, but those ones do glow in
The glow in the dark ears, yes.
Yes, and then those I have are my fairy falls. They're faux hair extensions made out of all sorts of different yarn. And those also can be purchased on Touch the Fae on Etsy, and you can choose what colors.
And you are wearing one of these,
I
right?
am,
Yes.
So I
perfect
have
example.
mine layered up into a ponytail.
And with bells.
With bells, yeah. The bells were my own addition, which I can add, but they do tend to tangle a little. But they can be worn, they each come with a pair, so they can also be worn as pigtails. I've had some people share them so that they can have matching hairs with a friend, all sorts of stuff. They look really nice with like a bun and then worn underneath so that they're coming out like a waterfall effect. That looks really pretty.
I think I'm all about princess space buns.
Yes, I had somebody, that's actually where I got the idea. One of my friends had done space buns and had one out from, coming out from the bottom of each one, and it looked fabulous.
Now, tell me a little bit about these.
So these are all of my chainmail. Mostly what I put out for sale are earrings and bracelets, but all of my chainmail can be found on my Etsy, and you can choose exactly what kind of design, exactly what colors you want, how long you want them. So it's perfect for like if you're someone who has really small wrists or really large wrists or a really large neck and you want a collar like a choker, but it's really hard to find chokers in the right size, that kind of thing. I can customize all of that personally, and make sure that it is exactly the length and the size and everything that you want.
I love this.
So yeah.
And these ones at the top, this is rubber. So these ones even still have a little extra giveaway, right?
They do, yeah. So those ones are great because they stretch on and off and you don't have to worry about dealing with a clasp. They're really good for people who like have arthritis in their hands, have a really hard time clasping their bracelets.
Yes.
And it just stretches right on. I've made cuffs that are as wide as like 4 inches and they basically like almost like bracers out of them. So it's just kind of whatever people are wanting. And all of my earrings and all of my clasps and everything are made with stainless steel, so they are nickel free.
This is what I want to look at is these earrings over here.
The fairy wing earrings.
Yes.
Yes. I do also have a new product, which is my stickers. So those are very new. This is my first event with my stickers. I'm very excited about that.
Which I did acquire a couple of yesterday when we were making our little rounds.
Lots of fate themed puns.
So these here are fabulous, and I'm wearing a pair that I have today that I got from you. Guys, I love them. So the thing that I really liked about these when I got them yesterday that basically inspired me was that they're resin.
Yes.
So they're super sturdy.
Very sturdy and very lightweight.
Yes.
So they're not going to drag. And then the rings that they're made with are the anodized aluminum rings that I use. So they're very, very lightweight. They're not going to drag your earlobes down. They're not going to be heavy and hurt your ears after a while. All that. So.
Yes. They're a very good product that you have there.
Thank you. So those are pride flag pins. They're just made onto safety pins. They are made in such a way they will not come off. They're kind of fun to sit there and fiddle with. And those I'm kind of I've sold down quite a bit, but those ones I have online and I can do them in any pride flag. Or just personal colors. Like if you want them done for like Seattle Seahawks, like that's totally fine. I can do it whatever custom.
There you go. Speaking to our football fans.
Yes.
Golden ketchup. So a few more ears here. All right. What do we have on this side of the booth?
And so over here on this side, we've got a few more of my. See, these are my wall
little dream catchers.
Yeah, and I tend to go with sun catchers for them mostly because I don't have native blood in. So
and they also have like sparklies to hang in the window.
And these are real prisms. They will throw rainbows, and they are sturdy enough that they can be hung either in a bright window or you can hang them in the garden. And they are all come with spinners.
Oh.
So they will all, if you hang them up, you can hang them on the wall, but you can also hang them.
If there's a little wind,
and there's
it will.
Wind. Yeah, they will spin, and they all come with that. And I'm working currently on lots of different designs for them and everything. I've actually sold most of mine, so I don't have a lot to show off here.
But that is good.
It's
Sales
a very
are
good thing, and I do have them online. And I have my fiance's little baby Kraken stuffies.
Baby Kraken
that she makes,
stuffies.
Yep.
And then what are these down here at the end? It's like
These are
dragon
my
scale mail.
Yeah. So I've got a few different kinds of dice packs.
Clicky clacky math rock bags. Yes.
I got this one is one of my personal favorites. It's got the rupees from Legend of Zelda on it.
Rupees. Oh yeah, I see them.
And so these are my chainmail ones, and then I've also recently started working on crocheted dragon scale dice bags. And they're a lot of fun to play with. Dragon scale ASMR, right?
That's right.
So I've got those. This one is also a new design. He's a little octopus, and he opens up at the bottom and is also a dice bag. So those ones are fun. And then I have my secret stash mushrooms.
Yes, show me these.
And so these ones, I have 3 different sizes. I have one size that will hold either a small round clipper lighter or a chapstick, whichever you prefer.
Mm-hmm.
And they do come with either a Burt's Bees chapstick or a clipper lighter.
Oh, fun.
And then I have these ones, which have little jars in them. These are really good for holding like essential oils, stones. If you're someone who needs to keep emergency medications on you,
or if you're
Porcini,
the High Queen's poisoner, then you need to have a matching poison bottle.
And it has to be incognito. Obviously, it's just a decorative.
That's right.
Mushroom. There's nothing
to see here. Nothing to see here.
And then I do have some larger ones as well that have recycled and sanitized, obviously, pill bottles in them, just in case someone wants something just a little bigger. It holds a little more.
Yes.
So yeah, that's those. Yeah, that's that. And I think that's pretty much everything at the moment.
Well, thank you so much for letting us come by again. I'm sorry about the weirdness yesterday, but today we're going along smooth.
There we
go.
So
do you have anything you'd like to say to everybody before we wander to our next vendor?
Not as far as I know. Just check out Touch of the Fae. I'm always adding more stuff. If you have any ideas or anything that you want to see made, any custom orders, any custom things you don't see online that you saw here today, just shoot me a message, and I'm always happy to work with customs. And yeah.
And links all in the low bar, you guys, so you can find that information down below before, during, and after the show. All right. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Yes, many happy sales to you.
Thank you. Have a wonderful day.
All right. We are going to wander on now to our author here, who has some very cool books for you guys. You'll like it. You'll like it. Yay. Oh, there he is, down here. Ah! You moved, didn't you? You were there yesterday.
I'm the DJ, and it was very hard to talk to people with music, so we asked to move down here.
Well, here we are. So please, if you will, introduce yourself to the viewers at home and tell us a little bit about your books.
All right. My name is J.P. Barnett. I am the author of the Lore Stalker series. It's an award-winning horror series based on the lore of real-world cryptids, or I guess real-world cryptids. Some of them may be real, some of them not. I guess we don't know. So they're inspired by things like Bigfoot and the Kraken and the Native American Skinwalker. And there'll be 6 books in the series. There are 5 books out now. The 5th book just came out. The 6th book will come out later this year.
All right. Well, walk me through these a little bit and tell me a little bit about what they're about and maybe some recommended age ranges for reading.
Absolutely.
Yep.
So the first one works as kind of a prequel. So it takes place in a tiny Texas town that starts seeing some animal mutilations, and then that leads into attacks on humans, and then it gets a little serious. The sheriff gets involved, a cryptozoologist gets involved, and it's all about saving the town from the beast. As far as age range goes, this first one is definitely the oldest skewing. The main characters are in their 40s.
Mm-hmm.
So that's because when I started writing, they're like, write what you know. Well, I'm in my 40s, and I grew up in a small Texas town, so that's what I wrote. And
Good place to start.
good place to start. Yeah. So they're written for adults. The reading level is very accessible. I've got readers young as 12, so it kind of depends on the kid and
Okay.
what they're comfortable with. It's about PG-13, Stranger Things kind of scary
Okay.
in terms of the level of horror. So it's not keep you up at night, mess you up psychologically like
Right.
Stephen King or something like that, right?
Life marker.
Yeah.
You know?
Right. Each one is just basically fighting monsters. So if we went to this, when we move on to the second book, that's where I would consider the main series starts. So it's two college-age girls who kind of reluctantly end up in the monster hunting business. And one of them is the daughter of a famous cryptozoologist, and the other is a computer science major. So she has no idea what she's doing.
Is this cryptozoologist actually based on a real cryptozoologist?
Not.
And are there famous cryptozoologists?
There are famous cryptozoologists, famous-ish cryptozoologists,
Right.
I guess. If
it's a
you're
niche.
it's a niche thing if you're in that field. He's not directly based on a cryptozoologist, but he's kind of a mix of actually a scientist from my hometown. So in my hometown in Glen Rose, Texas, there is the Creation Evidence Museum, and the guy who started that, I believe he has passed away, but when I was a kid, he would come give talks at the school and stuff.
Yes.
And so like one of his things was he went out did an expedition looking for pterodactyls in Papua New Guinea because he thought the pterodactyls may still be alive, things like that. So that's kind of where
Did he
wasn't
find
really,
one?
He did not find one.
Oh.
He had an amusing story though about calling whoever you call in the government to import one into the U.S. And they took a minute and they were like, well, they're not on the endangered species list, so sure, you can bring a pterodactyl into the U.S. There's no rule against it. But
you
sadly,
have to find one
yeah, you
first.
have to find one first. Sadly, he did not find one. But he was kind of a little bit of the inspiration. He wasn't technically a cryptozoologist,
Right.
but yeah, he was a
So
character
more
in
of
my
an
childhood.
enthusiast, a crypto enthusiast.
Crypto enthusiast, yeah.
So can I ask, what makes them a series? What is the common thread going? Is it like the two girls that you were talking about, do they continue to appear, or is it a series because they're all cryptozoological creatures? Excuse me. Like what makes it a series?
I would say first and foremost it follows those two girls. So they're in the first book as side characters. One of them is in high school and one of them is a freshman in college. And then by the second book, they're both in college. And by the sixth book that's coming out later this year, they have just graduated college. So it kind of follows them throughout that. And one of the two of them is the main character in every book.
Someone a fake cryptozoologist.
What would make someone a fake cryptozoologist is a question from our audience.
That's a great question. I guess you can't be a fake cryptozoologist. If you are looking for cryptids, then I guess you are a cryptozoologist. But I think there are professional cryptozoologists. Some colleges I think they even have degrees in cryptozoology. So
Really?
So there are definitely professional ones.
Well, so if there are professional ones, if there's a place you can study cryptozoology,
Then a fake one is
a degree you can get in paranormal science.
Yeah.
Well, I guess
I think you can be an amateur cryptozoologist. I wouldn't say you were a fake cryptozoologist, but you could be an amateur cryptozoologist.
I think that if I had to theory a guess, I would say hypothesize. Maybe I should say hypothesize. I would say that it's based on the creatures you're studying, because normally cryptozoological creatures come from some sort of folklore in an area.
Absolutely.
And so if you were just making up random things, you wouldn't have the basis of history and folklore, right?
Right.
And so part of being a cryptozoologist is knowing the folklore from the area behind
it. It is a big mix, yeah.
Yeah, so that's kind of where I would think that maybe we start to distinguish between a fake one and a real one.
Yeah.
But then again, I'm not counting
That's
those
definitely
beans.
why it's called the Lore Stalker series, because it's all based on lore. So every book I researched the lore of some
I think it's
cryptid
that
somewhere.
one pays more, but not much.
One pays more.
Yeah, not much. I don't imagine cryptozoology probably makes about as much as authors.
So, oh boy. So yes, speaking of, actually, I was going to ask you, what are the prices here on your books today?
Today they're $20 each, or all 5 for $80. So you get one free if you buy all 5. And I also here at the event autograph them. That's worth nothing, but one day maybe.
Hey, that is not true. I love getting the signings in the books. That is not
Well,
true.
I'm hoping that everybody gets rich from me signing the books one day. Because if you got rich because I signed a book, that means I'm doing pretty well.
That's true. That's true. I hope I get rich from you signing books too. The thing is that I love that thing, but I'm not going to get rid of it. You know, right?
Right,
So
Yeah, we definitely get a mix of people. Some people who want them like personalized and they're
Yes.
going to keep them, and other people are like, nope, just sign it. That way, if you get famous, I can sell it. So
Wow.
I'm happy either way, though.
No, keep the thing. All right. Is there anything you would like to say to everybody watching at home today before we wander on?
I would just point out that anybody who's interested in the series, they're also an audiobook and ebook. So if that's the formats that work better for people, they can find it at jpbarnett.com. Also on Amazon, you can just search for it. And then I guess I'll also point out that we also have these cute little things. So my wife makes these crocheted monsters that are based on the books. So this is the Kraken.
All of them are.
Yeah, so this is a Kraken from the second book, the Kraken of Cape Madre. And then we also have the beasts from the Beast of Rose Valley. These are way cuter, and they won't eat you.
I like
the ones
them.
in the books might.
So. I like the pink sky. But I may be partial to pink.
Yeah, I like the. You'd be surprised. We get people who are like purists, and they're like, "No, I'm only buying a brown Bigfoot," and so they will not take these pink ones. But
well, okay. This is
other
a
people.
she squatch.
That's right. It's a she squatch. I like that. A she squatch. We had some blue-faced ones that were like Yeti, and those were pretty.
Oh,
yeah,
Yetis.
We ran out of those ones.
Yetis are so cool. I kind of like them because they're sort of the polar bears of Sasquatches.
They're polar bear Sasquatches. That's true. Yeah.
All right. Well, thank you so much for letting us come by,
Nice talking to
and we are gonna wander on to our next booth.
Okay.
All right. Thank you. She squatch. I like it. So we are going to go here. Now, our last couple of vendors are some add-on vendors that we had that wanted to be thrown into the show today, which is great. So we have some bonus views for you guys. We're going to go to Carolian Candle Company. I'm pretty sure it's pronounced Carolian based on the spelling, but we'll verify when we get there. So, and I have to say, I'm excited for this one because I love smells, as you guys probably all know, and I'm about to get to smell a whole bunch of really good stuff. So, hello. Yes, like an ill-timed waitress, I have approached you just as you took a drink. Please come. So here we are, our audience at home, and I'm going to stand so we can share this. So please introduce yourself to everybody. Tell us who you are and what you do.
All right. My name is Sarah, and my company is Cerulean Candle Co.
Cerulean.
Cerulean.
I said it wrong.
No, it's okay. We're based in Mukilteo, Washington, and we make all natural soy crackling wood wick candles. We do wax melt bars. We do wax sachets and cement coasters.
So we're going to let Gunther move around here and take a look at stuff, and you can tell us what he's looking at while he is showing everybody at home.
So these are a variety of our glass jars and our black matte tins with the wood wicks in them. They do crackle when they burn, and these at the bottom are just the fragrance samples that customers are welcome to pick up and smell as they shop around.
I'm going to do that in a minute.
Oh, yeah.
I'm really excited to smell things.
And we leave some open, so they're just wafting as people walk around.
And so these are soy. It means they burn at a lower temperature. Approximately how long do the different sizes burn for?
So the bigger jars, they burn about 45 hours, depending on how long you burn it each time and if you're properly trimming your wick before you burn it. The smaller tins are about 30-ish hours,
okay,
with the same dependence on behavior of burning. And they just smell fabulous.
I want to try to, this is what I'm looking for, the bottom. So we have all of our
morning instructions.
Yes, morning shots of espresso.
That's actually the most popular one.
Oh, 2 shots.
Yeah.
Does it give you actual caffeine when you smell it?
Oh, yeah. It smells like you're actually in a coffee shop when you burn it.
Okay, I want to try smelling a couple of these. Okay, here we go. I have to lower my mask just a little bit. The olive branch. Oh, I like that one. What is that?
You said it's olive branch.
I don't know. It's delicious. Lemon madness.
That's a fresh one for your kitchen if you love lemon.
That smell good. Okay, paradise. What is an olive branch? What is that fragrance I'm smelling?
It's a couple of different florals. I can't remember the names of them exactly, but it's a very spa-like, subtle fragrance.
Paradise Cove.
Very beachy.
It is indeed. And it's beachy with like a little hint of fruit or something in there.
Yeah.
Guava or passion fruit or something. Let's see. Cabin in the Woods.
Really woodsy.
Oh, this is a good one.
Oh,
You would
yeah.
like this one, Gunther. He's hiding behind the
Like
camera.
citrus too. There's grapefruit and citrus.
Oh, citrus. Okay, wait, hold on. I'm still smelling over here. Okay, I'm following you. Show me the things.
Citrus agave.
Ooh. I do.
It's
That is
delicious.
good. It is.
Grapefruit cocktail.
Ooh, gimme.
Definitely a favorite.
This is so fresh.
Like
This
you
is
just want to eat it.
yes. Drink it down. Well, I see you have also some cool Valentine's Day stuff, and then all these other little. What? Tell me about these other cool little things.
So
that you have
these
here.
are all the wax melt bars. Try to make them really fun and decorative because melting white wax is just boring. And all the candles come in wax melt form as well. So for those people who are fire conscious, they could always do wax melts for
Mhm.
safety reasons. And we do fire starters, which are great in the winter if you're going camping.
How do those work?
So basically, you pop off the plastic, you lift up your wick, you light it and put it wherever you're preparing to start your fire, like if you're camping and trying to get your logs going.
Uh-huh.
Just pop this bad boy in there, light it, and you're good to go.
Oh, so it's like a candle and a cake sort of thing, and it's just meant to completely burn and be done.
Absolutely.
Okay.
Yeah. And these are sachets. They are also in candle form. So basically, they have like a little string in here, so you can
Mhm.
either hang them or you can put them in like your dresser drawers, your locker, your gym bag, your backpack, etc.
Cute. There we go. That's what I'm looking for. And so these are meant to go in a closet or a drawer or
Any
whatever.
small spaces.
Is there a thing that you can do with these when they're done to use up that wax, or otherwise can you just melt it down?
You
And
could melt it down. Yeah. Yeah.
that's why I like to have the candle melts, because I save them, and then when they're done, I actually save the wax, and then I make fire starters with the spare wax.
That's a good idea. That is such a good idea.
And these are to set your candle coasters.
Yeah, so they're coasters. They come with the cork back. We have these mandala designs, and we also have some zodiac designs. Those
Oh,
are on the
okay.
website.
Okay.
And those are pretty neat. Yeah, our Valentine's candles that
Yes.
just came out. So it's like floating hearts, if you will. So they kind of float around the edges, and then they'll kind of bleed, if you will, as you burn it. It's pretty cool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And so here we can actually see the wick on these. And what is the wood in those wicks?
It's a mixture of cedar wood. It's all natural sappy, like from sappy trees.
So it keeps burning because it's got sap is kind of a
Yep.
fire. It lights on fire and
Yes.
burns.
And they're natural wood, so you're not going to get all that soot and like that black stuff when you're burning.
Mhm. I actually just burned my very first candle with one of those types of wicks
Mhm.
that we just got so we do an in bulk candle exchange
Okay.
here on the channel.
Nice.
And we get candles, and my partner sent me a candle that had a wood wick, and I'd never really burned one before.
Yeah.
It has burned fabulously.
It burns
like
nicely.
I was actually very impressed. So
Yeah.
maybe
Mine
I could be a
crackle
little
when they
candle.
burn.
Yeah, what?
Yeah.
That's great.
And customers sometimes will mess with me like, it makes a weird sound. Is it supposed to do that? I'm like, yes, it's a crackling effect. It's a nice ambiance when you're burning.
It is.
Yeah.
I agree.
Yeah.
Well, is there anything else that you would like to show us here today in your booth?
That's pretty much what I have. I will say we have more than 25 fragrances available, and there's definitely something for everybody. So,
Okay.
I mean, and we do.
How long does that 3-wick burn?
This one can burn for a while. I haven't really tested on how long it will burn. I have one at my house.
Can I ask another question
Yeah.
about these little guys?
Absolutely.
So I know that when a candle has a greater width than it does length,
Mhm.
it floats in water. When these all get lit and that top pool gets completely liquefied, do those ones float on top of it, or
No.
do they sink?
They will sink, but they will also melt down too.
Oh,
Yeah.
so they kind of do the cool bleeding thing
Yeah,
too.
because these are made of actual candle wax.
Gotcha.
So they will definitely melt down, and they're fragrance too.
Oh,
Yeah.
all kinds of stuff
Yeah.
going on there. So, well, all right. Thank you so much for letting us
Thank
come by your
you.
booth today. And
Absolutely.
yeah, I'm glad that we got you in there.
Thank
so
you. I
it was-
appreciate it.
Yeah, absolutely. And you guys, information all down in the low bar. So,
Thank you.
all right. Are you ready? Our last vendor is right there. So we are going to walk around here in a little circle. I think you guys are going to like this last one sort of fun. We're coming over here to Pirate Island. Treasure Island? Hello. I'm going to try to sneak past that music a little bit and ask you to come around out here, if you will. So, pleasure. If you will, please introduce yourself to our audience at home. Tell us who you are, and let's take a look at what you have in your booth. What do you do?
My name's Erica, but I go by Helena.
Yes.
My company is Handbasket Co.
So you're Helena Handbasket.
This is my first product, hand straightenizer.
Hand Satanizer. Now, tell me, what does Hand Satanizer do?
It cleanses your hands, not your soul. It's my brimstone scent.
So actually, it's sort of like you're saving people with the Hand Satanizer.
Little charms when I do hand package these.
Oh, it smells good.
It's a brimstone scent.
What is involved in a brimstone scent?
It's a cinnamon patchouli mix with a light patchouli. Most people don't detect what it is.
And then how many ounces are each of these little bottles here?
Those are 2-ounce bottles.
For $6.66. 666. I like it. All right. But keep going.
And I have my vegan lip balms. This is also, the Satanizer is vegan too.
Okay.
This Hot Lips is a cinnamon berry lip balm. And the Embalm is,
And the M-bomb.
is a lemongrass spearmint.
Ooh. And so these are these little tri-sticks, like I can maybe, should I put it on my hand to try it? Is that what I should do?
Well, I get new toothpicks for every better.
Okay. I'm going to smell them, and then I'll see if I want to put my... That is very cinnamony. Okay, I'm going to look over here. Okay, I'm going to try this one. So scoop it out, and get on there. I basically almost just did the... No! Ooh, it's soft. It is. Oh, it feels so good. Thank you. This one is good. I like it. The Embalm. My lips should now stay beautiful forever.
Well preserved.
Well preserved, at least for a couple thousand years. It worked for the Egyptians, right? All right. And so, what are these little teeny tiny paintings in this CD? What are we looking at here?
Well, it started out before I did the handbasket stuff, doing art and jewelry. So, and then people were working from home, so I started making tiny desk art. It's really fun to make. I like to make these little.
I like it. Yeah, I was gonna say I like how it's kind of mixed media there. I like the reindeer one. I'll be honest.
I made around Christmas time, and then.
And so, is all this art down here actually also yours?
Yeah, I did that painting. I did those jewelry, all the bracelets and magnets and earrings.
And what is this?
That's my partner's band.
Your partner's band,
An
okay.
ethereal industrial band.
Ethereal industrial. Can I turn it over and look at it? The back
might be a little racy.
Oh, okay. Let me look. Let me sneak you first. Oh, that's okay.
You can cover the middle.
Okay, I'm gonna preserve your guys' eyes, but I'm just gonna show you the back of it.
There's a lady.
There. That's the singer.
Yeah. And then, so yeah, it's colored to our vocals, and then industrial, like electronic beats. And they're actually on the top 20, the DAC, the German chart right now.
Nice.
That's their sticker. This is their logo because it's very cool. And there's my logo. Speaking of logos,
and your logo here on these lovely. Look, a hoodie for you, Gunther.
I like hoodies.
Gunther loves
really
hoodies.
nice stuff. I made sure to get quality.
They come in good size.
Do they come in giant troll size? That is the question.
I can get them. I need to order more because I'm running low. The pre-sale is fine. Yeah, 20 for the shirt, t-shirt, and tank top. 28 for the 20. The sweatshirt.
This reminds me of the corn maze, actually, that we did earlier. I mean later last year, not earlier this year. What is time to a fairy? I like it too.
I do too.
And we have one more over here. Can we see this one?
I did not paint this
one.
Oh, you did it? Is it a
The one thing
painting
that I
or a
didn't do,
print
it
of
is a
some-
painting.
Okay.
This is something that someone gave me to try to sell because she had a couple of these belly dance swords. So maybe people at the Oddmall will like this. And so yeah, it's just for balancing.
Great. You are on point with all of the things. So, well, you are our last vendor of the day. Is there anything you would like to say to everybody before we let you go?
Come on down and buy all the things.
Buy all
We're
the
waiting
things.
for you.
Yes.
And lastly, if I may, since I have these,
Okay.
I have one more thing. This is my club logo. It's our industrial club, Annihilation. We're doing an dance night, industrial dance night at the Knife Room in Pioneer Square, March 12th.
March 12th, industrial dance night at Pioneer Room. No,
The Knife Room.
Knife Room in Pioneer Square. Got it.
And it's sponsored by Handbasket because it's my thing.
Very good then. All right. So can people actually, just a quick question about that. Can people find the information or links to your partners and to that maybe on your website?
His stuff is not on there, but he's Accolade band. Yeah, he's on Bandcamp. They're on Bandcamp.
Okay.
My stuff is all available through Handbasket Co. My website, Facebook, Instagram.
All of that is in the ticker and in the low bar as well, so people can find it before, during, and after the show.
And
So,
the club tickets are on pre-sale through there too.
all right, very, very well. Well, then we will take our leave of you today. Thank you for being our last vendor. Yes. All right. Well, you guys, we have ourselves up here. We have a little handmade home shopping homeception. That's what I'm trying to say. Yes. Thank you so much for tuning in with us today. I'm Fairy Princess Lolly. You guys are with me at Oddmall OP. That's for Olympic Peninsula. We are here in Kitsap at the Kitsap County Fairgrounds in the President's Hall. It's free entry. We're open till 5 o'clock today. Please come down and get that late Valentine's Day present of unique variety. You will not find things like you see here anywhere else. And with that said, like, subscribe, and love the bell.
What did you give me for Valentine's Day?
I got you a very cool thing, but you told me not to give it to you until Valentine's Day. So
I didn't want to know what it was.
I'm not telling you. It's a surprise. I got you a surprise. Thank you so much for joining us, and we will see you guys on Wednesday for Fae News. Bye, everybody.
Hello, friends. This is Gunther Hammerhands. Thank you for checking out Fairy Princess Lolly's channel. If you enjoyed this video, please hit the like and subscribe button. Use your troll hammer to ring that little bell icon to get notifications when she posts future videos. And if you'd like to support these magical creations, fly over to our Patreon and join the fairy family. Safe travels.